Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Professor English podcast channel. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Anna. Thanks for tuning in again. Today's episode is going to be really fun and helpful because we're talking about how to talk about your weekend in English. Something everyone does, but many learners still feel shy about.
Exactly. Every Monday, people ask the same question. So, how was your weekend? And if you don't know how to answer naturally, you might just say good or fine, and the conversation ends there.
Right, but in English, small talk is super important. It's how you build friendly connections. So learning to describe your weekend in a more natural, interesting way helps you sound confident and fluent.
Yes, and it's also one of the easiest topics to practice because you don't need big vocabulary, just everyday words about what you did.
Exactly. So in this episode, we'll show you how to make your weekend conversations sound natural, fun, and fluent with examples, role plays, and some quick quizzes too.
Let's start with the most common question people ask. How was your weekend?
That's right. It's super common at work, at school, even when you meet a friend after a few days. So, Daniel, how was your weekend?
It was great. I went hiking with my friends and had a picnic in the mountains.
That sounds amazing. See how you added a small detail, went hiking, and had a picnic? That helps your answer sound more natural and interesting.
Exactly. If you just say it was good, people might think the conversation is over. But if you give one or two details, they can ask follow-up questions and the chat continues.
Yes, like, oh really, where did you go hiking? Or what did you eat at the picnic?
Right. That's how small talk flows. So the key is answer plus one small detail.
Let's give our listeners a few examples.
Sure. Example 1. It was nice. I went shopping with my cousin.
Example 2. Pretty good. I finally cleaned my house and watched a movie.
Example 3. It was okay. I stayed home and relaxed.
Great examples. See, it's all about using simple past tense verbs. Went, watched, stayed, relaxed.
Let's quickly review a few common past tense verbs people use when talking about weekends.
Good idea. Okay, listeners, repeat after us if you can.
Go, went.
Do, did.
Eat, ate.
Watch, watched.
Sleep, slept.
Play, played.
Visit, visited.
Perfect. Using the correct past tense makes your English sound clear and natural.
Absolutely. Let's do a quick game, Anna. I'll say a sentence with the wrong verb, and you fix it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. I go to the movies yesterday.
That's not correct. It should be, I went to the movies yesterday.
Perfect. Next, I watch TV all night on Saturday.
That should be, I watched TV all night on Saturday.
Exactly. Now, one more. I eat pizza with my friends.
Easy one. I ate pizza with my friends.
Nice. So, listeners, always remember, talking about your weekend means using past tense verbs.
Now, let's talk about expressions that make your weekend stories sound more natural.
One really common one is I hung out with friends. It means you spent time together, maybe talking, eating, or just relaxing.
Another good one is I caught up on sleep. That means you slept more because you were tired during the week.
And how about I binge watched a series? That means you watched many episodes of a TV show in one sitting.
Oh yes, I do that a lot, especially when the show is really good.
Same here. Now, sometimes people say, I had a quiet weekend. That means it was calm and relaxing, not busy.
Yes, that's a nice one. Or I took it easy, which means you didn't do much, you just relaxed.
Let's use some of these in a mini conversation.
Great idea.
Hey, Anna, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I hung out with some friends and tried a new sushi place downtown. What about you?
I took it easy. Just watched some movies and caught up on sleep.
Perfect. That's exactly how native speakers talk.
Yes, it sounds friendly and relaxed.
And notice how we both used natural linking phrases like, what about you, and pretty good. These small details make conversations flow better.
Definitely. Now, let's add a quick pronunciation tip for our listeners. When native speakers say, "How was your weekend?" they usually connect the words. It sounds like, "How was your weekend?"
Right. So if you want to sound natural, try to link your words smoothly instead of saying each one separately.
Exactly. But don't worry, it comes with practice.
Let's do a fun role play. Imagine you meet a coworker on Monday morning. I'll be the coworker.
All right, let's go.
Morning, Daniel. How was your weekend?
Hey, Anna. It was nice. I went hiking with my brother. The view was amazing.
That sounds awesome. Was it far from here?
Not really, just an hour away. We also had a picnic near the river.
Oh, that's lovely. I should try that next weekend.
Yeah, you'd love it.
See how that conversation feels friendly and natural? Just sharing small details helps you connect.
Yes, and you can even ask questions back. That's how conversations grow.
Exactly. You don't need long answers, just short sentences with one or two fun details.
Let's give a few examples of questions you can ask after someone talks about their weekend.
Good idea. You can ask, really? How was it? Or where did you go? Or who did you go with?
Or, what did you do there? Was it fun? Would you go again?
Those are great follow-up questions. They show interest and help keep the chat alive.
And that's how you sound friendly and confident in English, by asking simple, natural questions.
Exactly. Let's give our listeners a mini quiz now. I'll say 3 sentences, and you decide which one is natural.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. A, I go to the movies last Saturday. B, I went to the movies last Saturday. C, I going to the movies last Saturday.
The correct answer is B. I went to the movies last Saturday.
Exactly. Great job, Daniel.
Thank you, Teacher Anna. Next one for our listeners. Which one sounds more natural? A. I stayed at home and watched a film. B. I stay at home and watched a film.
Easy. It's A. I stayed at home and watched a film. Both verbs are in the past tense.
Perfect. So again, always use past tense when describing your weekend.
Let's make it more fun. How about a role play where we both share fake weekend stories, but with some mistakes, and our listeners try to spot them?
Oh, that's fun. Let's do it.
So, Daniel, how was your weekend?
It was great. I went to the mountains and take many photos.
Listeners, can you find the mistake? The correct version is I went to the mountains and took many photos.
Exactly. Past tense again. Okay, my turn. My weekend was relaxing. I meet my cousin and eat lunch at a cafe.
That should be I met my cousin and ate lunch at a cafe.
Yes, so always remember to switch verbs to past tense when you talk about finished activities.
Good. Now, another fun way to talk about weekends is to use time expressions.
Yes, like on Sunday, on Saturday, in the morning, in the evening, at night, last weekend, or the weekend before.
Right. And you can connect them to create smoother sentences. For example, on Saturday morning, I went to the gym. In the evening, I met my friend for dinner.
Exactly. Or last weekend, I stayed at home because it was raining.
Perfect. These small time phrases make your stories sound more complete.
Let's do a quick challenge for our listeners. I'll give you a few words, and you build a short weekend sentence. The words are Sunday, visit, and grandparents.
Okay, listeners, think about it. The correct answer could be, on Sunday, I visited my grandparents.
Nice and simple. How about another one? Saturday, go, beach.
On Saturday, I went to the beach. That's exactly how you can make your own weekend sentences.
Yes, practice a few every week and you'll sound fluent in no time.
Let's add one more thing. How to sound natural when you ask someone else's weekend.
Oh, yes. You can say, did you have a good weekend? That's super common.
Or, what did you do over the weekend?
Right. And notice that when you use did, the next verb stays in the base form. For example, what did you do? Not what did you did?
I've heard that mistake many times.
Same, but it's easy to fix with practice.
So remember, to talk about your weekend, use past tense verbs, add small details, and sound friendly.
Exactly. We'll dive into more examples, natural expressions, and role plays next.
Great. Let's keep going with some new examples and practice that will help everyone talk about their weekends like a native speaker.
Yes. Now that we know the basics, past tense, time phrases, and natural expressions, let's explore how to make your weekend stories sound even more interesting and realistic.
One way to do that is by adding emotions and reasons. Don't just say what you did, say how you felt and why. That makes your story more alive.
For example, instead of saying, I went to the park, you can say, I went to the park because the weather was beautiful and I needed some fresh air.
Yes. Or, I stayed home because I wanted to relax after a busy week. Simple reason, big difference.
Right. That one small word, because, helps your story sound complete and natural.
Let's do a quick role play. I'll say a simple weekend sentence and you'll make it more natural by adding emotion or reason.
Okay, let's try it.
I went to a restaurant.
I went to a restaurant because I didn't feel like cooking.
That's a good one. Okay, next. I watched a movie.
I watched the movie because I wanted to relax after cleaning the house all day.
Nice. See how much more natural that sounds?
Definitely. Learners can practice this too. Just take your simple sentence and ask yourself why or how, then add that part.
Exactly. Now let's teach some fun weekend expressions that native speakers use all the time, but learners often miss.
Oh, yes, these are the secret ingredients. So here are a few. I had a lazy weekend means you didn't do much. I needed some me time means you wanted time alone to relax. I was out and about means you were going to different places. I recharged my batteries means you rested and got your energy back. I just chilled at home means you relaxed.
I love me time. Everyone needs that sometimes.
Yes, me too. Me time sounds like something everyone enjoys after a long week.
Now let's do a quick pronunciation challenge. When you say, I just chilled at home, native speakers don't pronounce every word clearly. It sounds more like, I just chilled at home.
Right. They connect chilled at, so try saying it smoothly. That's what we call connected speech.
Perfect. And the same goes for I stayed at home. You'll often hear, I stayed at home.
So if you want to sound natural, try to link your words just a little, not too much.
Now let's practice storytelling. That's where many learners struggle. I'll tell a short weekend story naturally, and you help break it down.
Okay, I'm ready.
Last weekend, I woke up late on Saturday. Then I met my friend for coffee. After that, we went shopping, and in the evening, we cooked dinner together. On Sunday, I stayed at home, cleaned my apartment, and watched a movie.
Great story. Notice how Anna used simple connectors, then, after that, and in the evening. These make the story flow. Also, the verbs are all in past tense. Woke up, met, went, cooked, stayed, cleaned, watched.
Exactly. Simple grammar, but it sounds natural.
Now let's help learners build their own stories step by step. We'll create a structure you can follow.
Good idea. So the formula is say when, For example, on Saturday, last weekend, in the morning. Say what you did. For example, I went shopping. I watched a movie. Add one small detail. For example, with my friends, at the mall, because it was sunny. And with your feeling. For example, it was fun. It was relaxing. It was tiring.
Perfect. Let's do a few examples using this formula.
On Saturday morning, I went jogging in the park because it was sunny. It was really refreshing.
Last weekend, I visited my grandparents. We had lunch together, and it was lovely.
On Sunday evening, I stayed at home and watched a documentary. It was really interesting.
Great examples. See how those small details make the stories feel natural and real?
Yes. Now, here's another fun activity, describing your dream weekend. This is great for practice and creativity.
I like that. Let's try it. Anna, what would your dream weekend look like?
Thinking, my dream weekend would be at a beach house. I'd wake up late, have breakfast with ocean view, swim, and watch the sunset.
That sounds amazing. Mine would be in a cabin in the mountains. I'd go hiking, make coffee, read books, and sleep early.
So relaxing. Listeners, you can try this too. Use would for imaginary weekends, like I would go, I would travel, I would relax. It's fun and great grammar practice.
Yes, and it also helps you talk about future plans. You can say, next weekend, I'm going to visit my cousin, or I plan to try a new restaurant.
Or I might go hiking if the weather is nice. These are simple and natural ways to talk about what you will do next.
Let's do a mini role play with future plans. You ask, I'll answer.
So, Daniel, any plans for next weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to watch a new movie with some friends.
Nice. Which movie?
It's the new superhero one. I've been waiting for it.
Sounds fun. I might go see it too.
And that's exactly how natural conversation flows. Question, short answer, detail, question back.
Right. And learners should focus on rhythm too. Don't speak too slowly. Keep it smooth and confident.
Let's do a quick rhythm practice. Repeat after me. How was your weekend?
It was great. I went hiking.
That's awesome. Was it fun?
Yes, it was amazing.
Practicing these mini exchanges helps you sound confident and natural in real conversations. Now, let's do a listening challenge for our audience. I'll tell a short story fast, and then we'll ask a few questions.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Last weekend, I drove to a nearby lake with my family. We had a picnic, played some games, and took lots of photos. On Sunday, I stayed home and cooked pasta for lunch.
Okay, listeners. Question 1. What did Daniel do on Saturday? He went to a lake and had a picnic. Question 2. What did he do on Sunday? He stayed home and cooked pasta. If you understood that, great job.
See? Listening for main ideas helps you understand even fast English.
Right. And you can practice this by listening to short English stories or podcasts and summarizing them in 1 or 2 sentences.
Exactly. Now, let's move to one more useful section, weekend vocabulary that describes activities and feelings.
Yes, let's make 2 lists. Activities and feelings.
List of some activities. Went hiking, did yoga, met friends, watched a show, went shopping, cleaned the house, visited family, baked cookies, played games, went swimming, cooked dinner, did laundry, read a book.
Now list of feelings. Relaxing, tiring, peaceful, fun, exciting, lazy, productive, refreshing, amazing, quiet.
So you can say, my weekend was relaxing, or it was busy but fun. Mix those and you'll sound great.
Let's practice combining them. I'll say an activity and you add a feeling.
Okay.
Went hiking.
It was refreshing.
Cleaned my house.
It was tiring but satisfying.
Watched a movie.
It was fun and relaxing.
Nice. That's how you combine simple ideas into natural sentences.
You can even add transitions like but or so. For example, it was busy but fun, or I was tired, so I stayed at home.
Exactly. Those connectors make your English smoother.
Now, Anna, let's teach our listeners some conversation fillers that make you sound natural during small talk.
Great idea. So, fillers are small words people use to sound friendly or think while speaking, like actually, kind of, well, and honestly.
Right. So if someone asks, "How was your weekend?" you can say, "Well, it was kind of busy," or "Actually, it was really relaxing."
Those small words make your speech sound more fluent, not robotic.
Yeah, we don't talk like robots.
Exactly. So, use them naturally. Don't overuse, but add one sometimes.
Another good trick is to use "oh" or "really" when reacting. That helps you sound interested and keeps the conversation friendly.
Let's show an example. Person A, I went hiking last weekend. Person B, oh, really? Where'd you go? Person A, I went to Blue Lake. It was amazing. Person D, that sounds great.
Perfect. That's small talk. Easy and natural.
Now, before we finish, let's have one more quick role play where we use everything together. Time phrases, past tense, feelings, and questions.
Great idea. Let's do it.
Hey, Daniel, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. On Saturday morning, I went jogging, then met a friend for lunch. In the evening, I watched a new movie at home.
Nice. What movie did you watch?
It was a comedy, really funny. I laughed so much.
Sounds fun. I had a quiet weekend. I stayed home, did laundry, and read a book.
That sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it was just what I needed.
That's a perfect model conversation for learners.
Yes. Now let's wrap up with a quick recap.
First, use past tense verbs like went, did, watched, stayed.
Second, add small details. What, where, who.
Third, use connectors like on Saturday, in the evening, after that.
Fourth, describe your feelings. It was fun, relaxing, or tiring.
Fifth, ask simple questions back, like what about you? Who did you go with? How was it?
And sixth, practice. Try to tell your weekend story out loud every Monday. You can even record yourself to check pronunciation.
Small daily practice makes a big difference.
Exactly. That's all from today's episode. Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you in the next episode.
If you enjoyed this episode, click like and subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons.
Share it with your friends who are learning English too.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.